Here's 3 great reasons to get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G at T-Mobile. 1, it's free for both current and new customers when you trade in an eligible device. 2, T-Mobile's the leader in 5G coverage. So 3, you can unleash 5G speeds in more places with your new phone. Get the new Galaxy S21 free at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage.
Phone via 24 monthly bill credits post-tax. If you cancel credit, stop, and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit and consumer plan required. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey, Cousin Sal here, bringing you an exclusive FanDuel Sportsbook offer for the big game. All new users are getting an exclusive 55-1 odds boost on either team to win the big game. Max bet $5. That means you could turn a $5 bet into $275 if your pick wins. Sign up today at FanDuel.com/Sal.
21 plus and present in New Jersey. New users only. Must wager on designated boost market. $10 first deposit required. Max bonus $275. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
SportG.
ChristopherMedia.net. Here's 3 great reasons to get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G at T-Mobile. 1, it's free for both current and new customers when you trade in an eligible device. 2, T-Mobile's the leader in 5G coverage. So 3, you can unleash 5G speeds in more places with your new phone. Get the new Galaxy S21 free at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage.
Phone via 24 monthly bill credits post-tax. If you cancel credit, stop, and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit and consumer plan required. See details at T-Mobile.com.
London Stock Exchange Group is here to be your essential global markets infrastructure and data partner, where open isn't just a platform, but a philosophy, giving you the freedom to make your mark in the world. LSEG. Open makes more possible.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Welcome to SportG, the show that gives you half-ass sports fans giving their half-ass opinions. And now, here are your hosts.
All right. It's Pro Bowl week. Yeah, I'm Chris.
The Iceman.
Yeah, we'll get to tons of football talk later, so if you're here for that, stay tuned. We're going to start, though, story of local interest for us. I'm in Detroit. Earl's from Detroit. Rich will be along at some point, too. He's hoping today. He'll just show up. It's exciting. But local story, Red Wings' Jimmy Howard called it a career today. Ice, you're a hockey guy. You love goalies. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I absolutely love goalies. But Jimmy Howard, 14 seasons, a lot of meh there. Not even meh, kind of. Jimmy Howard wasn't really a worthy talk about goalie. I mean, he was for us because we're Red Wings fans, but I mean, in the grand scheme of goalies, yeah, okay. Jimmy Howard announcing retirement, everybody was like, okay, take care.
Well, yeah, I mean, was he the netminder for 08? Was he the guy that got us the cup as far as goalie wise?
No, I believe that was Manny Legacy.
Of course we need, God damn it, Rich.
No, I'm almost sure that's Manny Legacy.
Let me see here. By the way, there's a name I have. I feel like that Star Wars meme. Now there's a name I have not heard in a long time. When you say Manny Legacy. Let's see here. 07, 08. The internet's saying Hasek, Conklin, Osgood, and Jimmy Howard.
In 08?
Yeah.
Hasek?
2007, 2008. That's the season they won, right? Or did they win in 08, 09? No, they won in 07, 08 because 09 would have been the repeat, and that's where the Penguins won, right?
Right.
And I always forget Hasek was a Red. I always forget about those years.
Oh, I don't, because he learned under Belfour.
Right.
Hasek came into the league and went to the Blackhawks and learned everything he had under Belfour.
Well, Belfour's your boy.
That's my boy.
Even though you're from Detroit. Is that allowed?
It was a big, big thing between Rich and I for a long time. How the fuck can I be a Red Wings fan and be a Belfour fan? He's the best fucking goalie on the ice, dude.
Did you ever get your ass whooped at the Joe for wearing a jersey?
No.
You are large. So, I mean, like...
I am, but I was made fun of because I was at the Joe when Steve Yzerman scored his 500th goal.
Oh, did he do it against Belfour?
No, he did it against Patrick Waugh, and everybody turned and looked at me and started laughing.
I'm not Patrick Waugh, motherfucker. What are you laughing at?
I know, right? One guy turned to me and was like, 500, bitch. I was like, okay. Good job, Stevie Y. What? Why are you mad at me?
Yeah,
people in Hockeytown, they used to have a huge protection over their wings, and you go wearing an opponent's jersey, it's not good.
Well, especially in that period. I mean, from 97 to about 2012.
I would say right about at 94 on is when you really nobody was smart or stupid enough, I should say, to wear an Avalanche jersey to the jail.
Yeah, it was the level of wearing like the maize and blue in Columbus. It definitely was like it was on a level of shit you didn't. And too, and if you were in Denver, you did not wear Red Wings apparel.
No. Mm-mm. But back to Jimmy Howard. He was just like, okay, all right, take care.
Yeah, and I thought, I was like, man, first thing I thought was like, he's that old, and then I looked it up like. Yeah, like I just the Red Wings haven't been worth paying attention to for a while. That's why I had that thought.
Yeah, he doesn't really. There's really nothing for him. He came into an end of an era, and it was a great era, but it was the end.
And yeah, I mean he rode the tail end of it. He got hey, his name's on a Stanley Cup, right? Does it really fucking matter?
Not at this point, no.
Yeah, I mean he got what he wanted. Like it's. If you time travel to 5-year-old Jimmy Howard, hey, your name's going to be on a Stanley Cup. Cool. Like.
You're not going to get a lot of accolades or a lot of prominence, but you're going to be on the cup.
Dude, you have a championship ring. Isn't that the goal? I mean, yet.
At the end of the day, yeah.
Not everybody can be TB12 going 10 times and get an MVP half of those times. We'll get to him. But yeah, like if you play pro sports, isn't the goal just to get that championship? Doesn't matter how.
Some say yes and some say no. For me, it wouldn't be. If I ride the pine and I get the frickin' ring, I'm like, I don't deserve the ring. I didn't do anything. I was just here.
You think Shady McCoy gives a fuck?
No.
He's like, I got a ring, motherfucker. I got it in Kansas City.
Yeah, no. But But again, some people that are like, just give me the trophy. Just give it to me.
Yeah.
But for me, personally, I would take it, obviously, but I would feel like shit. I'd be like, I should have done more.
Hey, man, everyone plays their role, no matter how big or small. But Jimmy Howard, thanks, I guess.
Happy trail, sir.
Yeah.
Have a cold one.
So let's move on to yesterday, a couple days ago, this week. Baseball Hall of Fame for the 9th time ever. No players getting in. Al Michaels getting in, but no player getting in. Curt Schilling wants his name off of the ballot. Because Curt Schilling's going to Curt Schilling, right? I mean, no matter what he does.
Well, Curt Schilling said at this point, if the Associated Press doesn't believe he deserves to get in, it would mean more to him coming from his peers to vote him in than it would, the Associated Press.
Let's be honest, too. He's not getting in because of his politics. Just be blatantly honest. The Associated Press, while they try to stay down the middle, leans left. Curt Schilling does not. He's not getting in. Not that way.
I heard about that on the Four Letter Network, and they put it like this, and I couldn't have put it any more perfect. There's people in the Hall of Fame that kept black people from playing Major League Baseball. All right? There's people in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, you there, Ice? Hey, Ice. If you can hear me, we lost you after there's players in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I dropped for a minute?
Yeah, after there's people in the Hall of Fame that kept black people from playing baseball, and then nothing.
Right. So if there's people in the Hall of Fame that kept black people from the major leagues, I don't want to hear anything about your morals and your political views. I don't want to hear that that's what keeps you in and or out of the Hall of Fame. Because you can't have it both ways. Either he's in because he did the job, or he's not because he didn't do the job.
Yeah, I mean it's like Phillip Rivers, right? Like it's a different sport and at different Hall of Fame standards. But I mean, you're either in because of your numbers or you're not. And that should be that. I mean, Curt Schilling, regardless what tie you wear when you go into a voting booth, he's a great fucking pitcher. He's got a ring. He's got that that legendary story. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Because you don't like that he voted for Donald Trump? That's fucking bullshit.
I put it to you like this. Stephen A. Smith, said that personally cannot stand the man. If he was standing in front of him, he'd go toe-to-toe with him. Not afraid of him one iota. And he said some very harsh things about Stephen A. and attacked him. And if him and Stephen A. ever met, I want to fight. And, that whole thing. He said, but that being aside, of course Curt Schilling deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Now that to me speaks volumes.
Yeah, because it's not about if you want to have a beer with that dude. All right, it's about what he meant to the game of baseball, what he contributed to the game of baseball. And if you're going to go get all woke on us now, writers, then Ty Cobb's got to go. Babe Ruth got, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to start unraveling this sweater, let's fucking unravel it all the way.
Well, that's what I was saying before with the guy that kept the black people out of major leagues. He's in the Hall of Fame. Either you're putting them in because they deserve it for what they've done for the baseball world and on the field, or you're not because they didn't do much.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep him out because you disagree with his political views or because he said some things you don't agree with.
I'm sure his peers will take care of him. He'll get in.
I'm sure they will too. That being said, my major thing about no Hall of Fame picks this year, baseball has to be very, very careful. All right? Roger Clemens, the Rocket, everybody knows who he is, even if you don't follow baseball. Barry Bonds, everybody knows who he is, even if you don't follow baseball. These are people that had huge moments, huge careers, and definitely deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Sure, there's going to be an asterisk with, enhancement drugs and all that. Sure, but they would go in there before they started the enhancement period.
Yeah, Roger Clemens to me is the one that Barry Bonds, he was average till he started juicing. I mean, you could see it in his numbers. Also with Barry Bonds, he was a dick to the press. That's going to always hurt him. But Roger Clemens, you can't tell me that before he started juicing, he was not a Hall of Fame pitcher. He was.
Oh, absolutely.
He started juicing because the decline started setting in, and he wasn't ready to quit playing. It only started following him. Those whispers only started following him later in his career. Before the late '90s, he was money in the bank.
That's why he was called the Rocket.
Yeah, you cannot hold that against him. Like that's a bunch of bullshit.
The other thing is Barry Bonds has never tested positive.
Yeah, so too, it's all hearsay. But at the same, we've all seen his head.
No, I'm saying obviously he was, but he's never tested positive.
And but you are bringing up a situation like next year, guys like A-Rod and Ortiz are going to be eligible. Yeah. Say it for Rich because he's not here to say it. You're just going to have to accept there was this era in baseball. Otherwise, there's going to be a good 10, 15 years where nobody gets in.
Absolutely. It's like I was saying at the start of all this, when there was an era where blacks and whites didn't play the game, but yet people still got in. Even though they purposefully kept black people from coming and playing the game.
Yeah.
And they got in. That was that era. That happened. It's not a proud moment, but it is what it is. That happened. But when they were on the field, they did the job, they go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and from like 2000 or even 99, 98 to 2013, a good 15-year period, definitely people were juicing. Some people got caught, some people didn't. But that is definitely the steroid era. And writers, pull the sticks out of your ass. You're just going to have to admit that this happened. Otherwise, we're not... It's going to be 2035 before we put anybody in the Baseball Hall of Fame again.
Now look, though. People like Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, they weren't on the way to the Hall of Fame before they started juicing. Matter of fact, if they didn't start juicing, probably would have never even had a look at. So just based on that, okay, Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa don't belong in the Hall of Fame no matter what their home run records were. because they cheated. They weren't bound for the Hall of Fame before they started juicing like Rocket and Barry Bonds were.
I said, while Bonds was average, he was consistent. That's what his deal was. Like, he was a superstar at the beginning, then he just kind of turned into Mr. But he was consistent, right?
Yeah.
And then his head got real big, and then
now
we've all seen that. We've all seen that meme, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Mardi Gras head and the Raisinets. I got it.
No, I'm talking about there's like a side by side from like 93 and then like 99. Like,
well, yeah, that's the same thing I was talking to Rich about before on this program. Looking at Mark McGwire.
Yeah.
He was itty bitty.
Yeah, exactly. I remember seeing him when I was in like 87. He was a rookie at Tiger Stadium. He was just an average. He was always tall, but he's just an average sized guy. You know, flash forward to 2000, just big. He looked like a football player.
I'm saying his forearms was as big as my thigh, dude.
Yeah, and he's another one where head got real big.
But I said it before, baseball needs to be careful, not putting people in the Hall of Fame and whatnot. I don't follow baseball that closely. I know you guys might, but I don't. And I can't name a lot of stars in the MLB right now. Now, back in the 90s...
It's like Mike Trout and everybody else.
Well, but back in the 90s, I could name almost the full roster. At least the starting 9.
Oh, same here. My line was the strike in the 90s. I mean, I could tell you multiple team rosters until the strike in the 90s, and then after that, right. I lost interest, and also I started discovering something called pussy. So, but I mean, I was an avid baseball fan till that strike, and then after that, I disengaged.
So now you're trying to shun the people that brought the most attention to your sport, and you don't have superstars to back them up.
I'm sure the writers will shoehorn, their favorites in here in a few years.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean nothing to the general public.
Like JV's going to the Hall, Miggy's going to the Hall.
Right, but now see, that's the old guard, as we call it here on Sport G.
That's true. Now, Verlander's been playing like 15 years and shit.
Right. Now, I'm going to use the NHL as the model from which I'm speaking. Back in the 90s, Rich and I could sit here and tell you every starting 5 on almost every freaking team. But now, I mean, there's a couple here and there. Rich knows more stars than I do, but there's very few and far between all-stars, huge names in the sport of hockey, and not a lot of following for that sport at present. Major League is getting very close to falling off that ledge. They're not there yet, but they're getting very close.
I told you, man, this America's pastime bullshit's done for baseball. Yeah, tradition, been great. Let's compare NFL ratings to baseball ratings. Even falling NFL ratings are better than the current baseball ratings.
Exactly. And when I watch the Four Letter Network, and they're advertising NASCAR races more than they are baseball games and spring training, I kind of am like, uh-oh.
Well, we know who King Dick is, because whose season went off without a hitch this year? The NFL.
NFL.
No, I mean, you could take this America's pastime stuff and put it in your fond book of memories, because to me, it's a thing of the past. Yes?
Right. They need to rethink their strategies. Like I was saying, yeah, the steroid era happened, and you need to get over it. We've gotten over it. You need to get over it.
What you're saying when you're not doing this is you're saying that there weren't people in this era that were the best in the field at the time. Regardless of how they were, right? And if you're going to play that card, then anybody who played when black people weren't allowed, they got to go.
They got to go.
So, yeah, you're right. Be careful, MLB.
Yeah.
Sport G. ChristopherMedia.net.
Hey, Cousin Sal here, bringing you an exclusive FanDuel Sportsbook offer for the big game. All new users are getting an exclusive 55-1 odds boost on either team to win the big game. Max bet $5. That means you could turn a $5 bet into $275 if your pick wins. Sign up today at FanDuel.com/Sal.
21 plus and present in New Jersey. New users only. Must wager on designated boost market. $10 first deposit required. Max bonus $275. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Cousin Sal here, bringing you an exclusive FanDuel Sportsbook offer for the big game. All new users are getting an exclusive 55-1 odds boost on either team to win the big game. Max bet $5. That means you could turn a $5 bet into $275 if your pick wins. Sign up today at FanDuel.com/Sal.
21 plus and present in New Jersey. New users only. Must wager on designated boost market. $10 first deposit required. Max bonus $275. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
London Stock Exchange Group is here to be your essential global markets infrastructure and data partner, where open isn't just a platform, but a philosophy, giving you the freedom to make your mark in the world. LSEG. Open makes more possible.
ChristopherMedia.net. Sporgy.
All right, let's talk championship weekend. Wait, no. Wait, let's not. Let's talk Dan Campbell. Did you see the press conference?
I did not. I didn't even think about it.
So you're not ready to run through a wall like all of Detroit was?
No.
I saw it and I was like, you know what? 10 years ago, I'd have been fired up, right? Like, yeah, let's go. One pride. At this point, nope. Win games, motherfucker. Win games.
No, you know what? Show me something before the game even starts, man. There are so many people right now up for grabs in this offseason. Show me something. You've already said Matt Stafford's leaving. Great. Get rid of him. Bring us some winning people.
Yes.
People that are ready to go. Deshaun Watson formally requested a trade today. Jared Goff might be leaving St. Louis.
I don't want Jared Goff.
But I'm saying there's so much out there right now. There's so much to do. There's so much to get.
Yeah, I think I heard 18 quarterbacks are up for grabs this offseason. That's over half of the starting quarterbacks are about to could change teams.
The rumor mill that Aaron Rodgers might not be coming back with Green Bay.
Oh yeah. Well, but where? He's Aaron Rodgers. He can go anywhere he fucking wants.
Pretty much. And not for nothing. Patriots, how you doing? All right, we're looking.
Yeah. I saw an article today says the inside track for Matt Stafford, a team you haven't heard batted around, the 49ers.
They have Jimmy G, dude.
Yeah, who can't stay fucking healthy. He's on 2 seasons in a row where he hasn't played the whole season.
Matt Stafford, dude.
Yeah. Argue with the internet. I read it from thespun.com or whatever. They were just saying like everyone's talking all, Colts and this and that for Stafford. And they were just saying they said they have the quote unquote inside track and it's looking like the 49ers. I didn't go to Houston. He's from Texas. There's no way Dallas is signing him. Dallas needs a future. Stafford isn't the future for a team. I think Stafford is for somewhere that wants to try to make a title run in the next year or two.
Yeah, his nickname's Mr. Glass, dude. Come on.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, too, for Dallas, if anything shores up job security for Dak Prescott, this past season did. Oh, hey, motherfucker. How you doing, Jerry? Your team's a pile of shit without me. You could argue that was probably one of the best things that could have happened to him, other than going to the Super Bowl as far as getting him a contract.
I'm pretty sure he didn't want to break his leg to prove his point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure you ask him, he might be like, but I'd say, definitely proved that team because he was lights out and they were looking like, even though their defense was a pile of shit, they were looking like they were going to eventually figure it out. And then, but yeah,
at least make the playoffs.
Yeah. But Stafford, I keep hearing the Colts. I've heard the Patriots batted around.
Rivers being retired. Colts look good.
And I'm not sure he'd go to the Patriots because the coach that he didn't like now has a job there again.
Matt Patricia?
Yeah, Patricia got hired some kind of role, but yeah, he's back in the organization. Daddy Bill came in and gave him a job.
Yeah, I maybe Green Bay.
I'm with what you said, man. Like, let's go. You want to prove you're going to change the culture, Dan Campbell? Let's do it. We need a receiver. I don't think Galladay's your guy. Get him out of here. It's time for him to, he wants to get paid now anyways. My question is, for what? And then, yeah, Swift looks like he might be a thing, but let's be honest, we haven't had a run game since 1998. Right, so
99. But yeah.
Let's make some bold-ass off-season moves. Show me, Dan Campbell. Show me. All right? We've been fucking rebuilding my entire adult life. Okay? Enough of this. To quote DMX, for real. Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm close enough to Missouri. Show me, motherfucker. Show me.
So what else in the NFL?
Just what we were talking about. So many people are requesting trades, leaving teams. It's ridiculous. It just all got shook up.
I mean, I want to say Rodgers doesn't leave NFL, but or Green Bay, but I was the guy last season like, Brady's not leaving New England. No fucking way. So,
right.
Who knows, man?
Well, and not for nothing, Brett Favre was, the pillar of Green Bay. The man who could do no wrong. Was never going to leave. Spend his whole career there.
Well, I guess the issue, too, in Green Bay is I guess Rodgers does not like, what's his nuts? LaFleur. I guess him and LaFleur do not get along.
Well, not just that. They drafted Jordan Love in the draft in the first round.
Well, too, I mean, Rodgers kind of threw him under the bus after did you hear his interview? He's like, when they asked, he's like, I thought we had 4 downs. It's like, oh, shit, son. Like,
but let's talk about that. I mean, we did the same thing with Carroll. You have the best running back in the NFL. His name is fucking beast mode. What the fuck you throwing the ball for? It's a yard. You have one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League, Aaron fucking Rodgers. Give him the ball.
Yeah, and all he had to do was fall forward.
Seriously.
Give it to Aaron Jones. That motherfucker's a tank.
Actually, Williams is a tank. He went in.
But also, too, I mean, that short, I understand why you're saying I thought we had 4 downs. That short and you're down by that little.
By 8.
Yeah.
By 8.
Yeah. And it's that late in the game, you fucking go for it, man. I mean, it's literally a win and go home game. What are you doing? Yeah. I understand having faith in your defense, but no, you fucking, it's it's a new season. It's playoff football, man. There is no next week.
Yeah, you tie the game there. Either you take your shot there with one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League. If he misses, well, then it's his fault. I trusted him, and he let me down. But there's no way. No, and especially you're giving the ball back to Tom Brady for real.
I mean, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm going, what the fuck are you paying me for? This is it right here. This situation.
This is why everybody loves me in this spot at this time. Right fucking here.
He's thrown 3 picks in his career. He's going to get it done.
I could not believe that.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand him wanting out. Like, after watching that, if you want my honest opinion, thanks for the vote of confidence, boss.
Well, like I said, it's been, throughout the years in different teams. Everybody wants to play Monday morning quarterback, but good God, man. Sometimes you're just like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, man.
And that was one of those decisions.
Well, I guess you want to talk about any more of the free agency, or do you want to get into the championship games? Anybody else you want to mention?
No, I think we got to wait for the draft, and then we'll definitely get into the free agency because there's going to be a lot of moving.
So, I mean, while we're on the NFC game, oh, man, we'll let them get it in next week, right? But, man, the Bucks, holy shit. This is one of the times where the off-season champions where it's worked out, right?
I just want to say, ICE. I called it, everyone.
I
told you this was coming.
You did. Now, to be fair,
they did not put all of these people on this roster for next year.
Yeah, and I'll say, while I did pick Green Bay, because I've been using the numbers to help me pick for the last month or so here. I was on the same page with you. Remember back when Rich was lamenting, after the first week, after they, got beat by Drew Brees, and I'm telling them, like, dude, they're going to play January football. And you're right, Ice. Too much talent on that team.
And it was in the COVID pandemic. They couldn't practice together. They couldn't get a feel for each other. It's just, it all came together at the right time, and that's the postseason.
And then they add Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
It's like they're already millionaires and they won the lottery. Oh, hey. Cool. Winning lottery ticket.
That's my new house and car.
Yeah. But, man, I mean, he has... because he would be lucky number 7, right? He has to retire if he wins.
Dude, I look at it like this. There are people that have never even sniffed the Super Bowl. Great people. Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Jim Kelly was there 4 times, lost them all. He's got a 6-3 record in the fucking Super Bowl.
It's going to his 10th Super Bowl.
Yeah, it could possibly be 7-3 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, dude, what else can you say about the man?
No. That, like I was telling you, there are so many storylines coming out of this Super Bowl. The best one I heard is the GOAT versus the kid.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
No, dude, I think it's old GOAT, it's current GOAT versus future GOAT, in my opinion.
Well, here's the thing. Do you know what a baby goat is called?
Yes, a kid.
A kid. Yeah. So the GOAT versus the kid. I was like, oh, smart.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just want him at the Super Bowl to be like, system what? Throw the mic down, middle fingers. I mean, it's got to be like what's driving him, right? He's always, and you realize now it was him because that chip on his shoulder it seems like kind of what drove him, right? From being the 6th round pick, just to, people just hating on you all the time, or the one season where he was injured, like 2011, and they're, that's it, he's done. Like, and now Tampa Bay, like, oh yeah, system, huh? Watch this, motherfuckers. Like, he's just that guy, right?
Well, yes and no. For me, Tom Brady's the GOAT. There's no doubt about it. But it definitely had a lot to do with Belichick to get him where he's at. All right, because he took him as a rookie, coached him up, and then between Belichick and Brady, they were able to do many, many things. And it didn't matter who was on the field. All right. Now you put him in Tampa Bay, Tom Brady's able to do what Tom Brady's doing because of everybody around him. All right. This isn't Tom Brady in a field. Like if he came to Detroit and left Patriots and went to Detroit, he would not be in the Super Bowl this year.
No.
So Tampa Bay did it right.
He's got mad weapons around him, and I mean he went to a loaded ass team. Like in my opinion, this was like Durant going to the Warriors. Although
exactly
no, because the Warriors were winning without Durant. I'm trying to think of
Deion Sanders to the Cowboys.
Yes, yeah, they're already
Charles Haley to San Francisco. Those two teams were trading players back and forth and just winning all the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Tom Brady does have a chip on his shoulder, has a lot to prove this season, obviously. But they didn't let him out there to dry. They weren't like, okay, it's just you, have fun, They
have fun, old man.
Everybody and their kid around them.
Have fun mosh pitting. It wasn't that.
And they surrounded him with talent upon talent upon talent. However, true to fucking Brady form, throws to a nobody. Who the fuck is Miller?
It's what I like to call an insurance policy. For real. Like when, if ever, if Godwin or Evans is double covered, or nobody's open, or or AB's covered too, he's, you go to them young guys, right? I mean,
dude, he's got Godson. He's got Evans.
He's got Gronk.
He's got Gronk chilling.
Yeah.
He's got Fournette behind him. And if all else fails, there's Braid on the other end.
Mm-hmm.
No, not this motherfucker. That's not good enough. I'm going to throw this little kid named Miller.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
True to Brady form. But the moment you go to start covering Miller, and show respect for Fournette and everything else, he's going up top and making you pay.
But that's the thing. Who do you cover?
You can't.
Evans, Godwin, AB, Gronk, Miller, Bray. Who the fuck do you cover?
Fournette.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I'm sure of, it's going to be a good-ass Super Bowl.
You're right.
This won't be one of those fucking
just for
blowouts.
For a second, I'm going to flip it for a second and ask you, who do you cover on the Chiefs?
Cheetah. That's the thing is...
Good luck.
Well, Cheetah and Kelsey. You shut Cheetah and Kelsey down, you're forcing Mahomes to like pick someone and make a star out of him or get it done himself.
Cole Hardman.
I need another season. I need another season, consistent performance out of that guy for me to think he's a thing. Like he's been a thing this year, but only this year. Last year he was a thing like every 4 games. Like I need.
I'm just saying it's the exact it's a mirror of offenses.
I think the most dangerous player on the Chiefs, everyone talks about Mahomes, and we'll get to him, is fucking Kelsey, man. Did you notice the season he had? Mm-hmm. He had one of the best seasons a tight end has ever had. It might have been the best season a tight end has ever had. What is it about these Chiefs tight? You put on a Chiefs tight end and you just become the greatest? You put on a uniform? Because wasn't he the guy that replaced Tony Gonzalez?
I don't know if he replaced Tony or not.
No, wait. Yeah,
I know Tony's hating himself.
Didn't Tony go to like Atlanta for his last season or something like that? Anyway.
He did.
But yeah, like it's like while everyone's talking about Mahomes, Kelsey's over here like, what the fuck? Like, dude, I was telling my wife today, like I told you guys, like he is a specimen. Like he is on a football field with 21 other dudes who compared to everybody else are giants, and he's the biggest guy out there. You could see where Kelsey is at all times.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, I mean, watch out for him.
I'm not saying nothing, but kind of reminds you of Gronk, don't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Gronk
and they wear the same number. Go figure that shit out.
And Gronk can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the durability problem Gronk had. But, I bet Gronk was doing a few more 12-ounce curls than Kelsey does.
Well, he has a couple more rings than Kelsey does.
Yeah, but back in the day, you'd always see pictures of Gronk showing up somewhere and partying. You don't really see that with Kelsey.
Nope.
You hear about Kelsey just hitting the gym, just. So we'll see.
Sporgy. ChristopherMedia.net.
How cutting edge is retail? Find out with a career at Macy's Technology. Help change the face of retail as we leverage cloud technologies to offer customers a personalized experience. Build best-in-class tech stacks, giving customers flexible delivery options, and create solutions which evolve the omni-channel experience in our stores on our top-rated website and mobile app. Go to technology.macysjobs.com to find your next great tech job. Start something, change everything at Macy's Technology. Equal opportunity employer.
Here's 3 great reasons to get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G at T-Mobile. 1, it's free for both current and new customers when you trade in an eligible device. 2, T-Mobile's the leader in 5G coverage. So 3, you can unleash 5G speeds in more places with your new phone. Get the new Galaxy S21 free at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage.
Phone via 24 monthly bill credits plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit and consumer plan required. See details at T-Mobile.com.
ChristopherMedia.net. Sporgy.
Let's talk about Mahomes. He's a fucking freak, right?
No, Jesus, dude.
He was in the concussion protocol and had turf. That was Pat Mahomes, not 100% on Sunday.
Yep.
Good God, man. To be 23 again, by the way. You just bounced right back. I have 12 beers on a Friday. I'm not right till Monday. This guy, Jesus Christ.
And I know you hate him, Chris, because you owe me some liqueur, sir.
I owe both y'all some liqueur. But, no, it was clear watching Bills 4 quarters, all right? Not one, 4 quarters. It was clear after the second quarter who wanted to win that game more.
Well, that's what you got to watch out for in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady and Mahomes are second-half players. They get, offended or some shit if you score on them and take the lead. It, pushes buttons on them and they like activate some shit.
Yeah, but I will tell you, I think the better defense in this game is from Florida.
Oh, dude. The front half of the defenses, the line and the backers, definitely giving it to Tampa. The corners and the safety, I got to go with KC. Man, the Honey Badger's flying, bro.
So he does. And he's all old now. I forgot how long he's been in the league. I still think he's a rookie a couple years ago.
No, he's got an IQ now. He's been in the league that long.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sight, man. But I saw this last year with Mahomes. He lays low, he plays a little bit, does some things, and then he loses the lead, and he kind of looks across the field, and he's like, no, you didn't. And he just comes out and stomps a mud hole in you. That's what happened to the Bills. They came out, and they were like, oh, yeah, Kansas City, pfft, Bills Mafia. Oh. Wait, where's that ball going?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you leave? The guy's nickname is Cheetah. Okay? His nickname is Cheetah for a reason. How do you leave him that wide open, dude?
Lapse in coverage.
You can lapse in coverage a lot of people on the field, okay? But not somebody nicknamed fucking Cheetah, all right?
No.
That should have been the one thing the Bills practiced. If you lapse in coverage, it's fine, but not Cheetah.
Lapse in coverage, it's your ass.
You know, even Kelsey, lapse coverage in him, he'll get 10, 20 yards. Okay. Cheetah? You lapse coverage in that motherfucker, by the time you catch him, he's 50 and 60 yards down the field. You don't lapse coverage on a Cheetah.
Nope. I mean, how many times you got to see this guy run down the field like at speeds a car can travel?
I mean, I don't know if they thought it was a joke or, just a childhood nickname. Dude's named Cheetah because he's quick as fuck.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I'm rooting for Tampa Bay because Brady's our age, but on a bet, if I'm filling out a betting slip, I'm betting on the Chiefs.
I you know what? I swear to you, 100%, I have no idea who's going to win this Super Bowl, and that feels so good. Because I'm looking for a knockdown, drag-out fucking fight.
And let's not forget, because I did until the day after, it's a home game for Tampa Bay. Has this ever happened?
Never.
Really?
The hosting stadium's team has never played in the Super Bowl.
In 55 years, that has never happened?
Never once.
Oh, man. I mean, it's...
And go figure, it's Brady.
It just seems shit's lining up, right?
I'm telling you.
Rich is going to go on like an Ovechkin-esque bender. They wouldn't be like, "Where's Rich? He's been partying for 2 weeks."
He has a plastic remake of the Lombardi Trophy. Last time I saw him, he was hanging over the balcony.
I saw a picture of him on Instagram with Ovechkin and Brett Hull, and they were partying.
Brett Hull still hasn't stopped partying. That's true.
Yeah, Brett Hull's still partying right now. He's somewhere singing Gloria. 2 seasons later. So who you rooting for?
I got to root for Kansas City, man.
Yeah?
I got to root for passing the torch. That kid is amazing. He's done things I've never seen done on a football field. He's on the right side of the football field, looking to the right side of the football field, and throws it 20 yards to the left side of the football field across his body. Accurately.
And if you get 2 Super Bowls and you're only into the first year of your second contract, dude, except we're looking at future GOAT material.
They said the same thing in Seattle.
Yeah, but he didn't get his second ring.
No, he didn't win the second Super Bowl because you didn't run the fucking ball. Oh my God, I'm never going to get over that. His name is Beast Mode, dude.
You and Marshawn. Never getting over that.
I do want to mention Buffalo, dude. You got a lot to learn about losing. You've lost enough. You think you might had it in hand, but that was some shady shit at the end of that game.
Oh, what happened?
They just were being sore losers.
Oh, it was being.
Josh Allen threw a football at the face of one of the Chiefs while he was on the ground.
Oh, come on, man.
And then he stood up and started jaw-jacking Josh Allen for throwing a ball at his face, and all hell broke loose because you don't do that to a quarterback.
We just don't do a period, man. Sometimes you get beat. Welcome to sports. Be a baby.
Dude, they were being very, very, very sore losers. Like your team literally, right? Your team literally means, boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
Does now. Yeah. You know what, though? They need a splashy running back signing in the offseason. And I think they'll go back to that game and win it.
I don't think so.
They got
Josh Allen. Josh Allen was out of his element, dude. He was out of his league in that game.
His first playoff game.
Well, first championship game.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. I mean, it's only like his second or third year. It's the first time he's gone to the playoffs. Like I said, that team he's the best running back on this team. That's part of the problem. Like, get him someone to give the ball to, and they need a tight end. They're a good tight end and running back away from winning that game yesterday or Sunday.
I'm going to disagree with you because Mahomes put up a lot of points on their defense. So they got work to do, but they'll be back in the playoffs.
They're still the best team in their division. So yeah, they'll be back in the playoffs.
But, they got a little more work to do, a couple more seasons of experience to get, and then maybe.
I'd like to thank Josh Allen for winning me a fantasy football title this year.
But I'm
much
stuck,
love,
bro. When it comes to the Super Bowl, it's like I was telling you about and I called that the Kansas City Chiefs would repeat, only because I can't see anybody stopping Patrick Mahomes except Patrick Mahomes. And then lo and behold, he's going to face the fucking GOAT.
Well, it's funny. The two quarterbacks that are playing each other, you beat them both the same way. You keep them off the field.
You got to put them on the bench.
Yep. That's how you beat Brady. That's how you beat Mahomes. You keep them off.
Neither one of them wants to do that.
Yeah. So to me, really, it's whichever defense plays the hardest is that team's winning this game, because that's how you neutralize the biggest offensive threat. Well, Mahomes is just a threat in itself, but you don't need, if Tom Brady starts clicking with that offense, you're fucked. Because he's gonna be Oprah with touchdowns. You get a touchdown, and you get a touchdown, and you get, he's got too many people to throw to.
Now, see, I thought that too. But the second half of his championship game, I thought somebody paid him off at halftime.
If I got to criticize the Bucs, if you've watched them all season, that's been what they do. They play one really strong half and one really average half. They're going to have to play two really strong halves if they want to win.
His first three series in the second half ended in interception.
Yeah.
Dude. You were lighting him up left to right the first half, and you can't keep it away from him the second? What the actual fuck, dude?
Well, you get old and the memory goes? You forgot what color jerseys? Yeah. No, Tom. The red shirts. Or no, wait, they were away. The white shirts, Tom. The white shirts. No, see, that's what happened, right? He thought he got confused at halftime because he's old, thought they were at home, and he started throwing to the red jerseys.
Green Bay has green jerseys, but I get it.
Oh, wait, yeah. No, you're right. I'm talking about get higher, Chris.
Yeah.
Get higher.
Yeah, no, if he does that against Kansas City, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
Because Kansas City won't need the fourth down at the goal line.
Well, because Kansas City is also a team, too. If you turn it over to them, they make you pay.
In a hurry.
If you turn it over to Kansas City, you're going to get scored on.
Yep. One way or another, either it's a pick six or they're coming at you. And they ain't stopping until the points go on the board.
I do see Tampa Bay winning this game simply from level of experience from the signal caller, right? Like Brady, second Super Bowl, huh? That's cute. Been here before, huh? That's cool. You know how many times my name's on that fucking trophy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. And I do want to point out that this is the third championship that Mahomes had been in 3 years.
Yeah, that's right. He came in for injured Alex Smith.
He came in and played Tom Brady and got beat in a fucking coin flip.
Yeah, so revenge game from 3 years ago.
I'm telling you, dude, there's so many angles to this game.
Yeah, dude,
because it went into overtime. Remember, it went into overtime, and they had to do the coin flip, and the Patriots won the toss.
I mean, this one's going to be worth the price of admission, man. Like, this will be one for the ages.
I mean, even if Mahomes comes out swinging and drops 21 on him in the first half, Brady is no stranger to coming back from down 28 to 3. Just ask the Falcons.
Well, if I'm Andy Reid, I'm using that shit as bulletin board material. Hey, you're about to play the guy who was down 28 to 3 and came back.
And won.
Yeah. This is your reminder to never let up, because this guy will make you pay.
I can see the after press conference now. Andy, do you think it was worth scoring 120 points? It was Tom Brady, motherfucker.
Yeah. Remember 28 to 3? We weren't letting that happen.
He is who I think he is. No.
Ends up being a score of like an NBA game.
Somehow I would not be shocked.
I mean, if that happens, both defenses didn't show up. They stayed back.
Yeah, they just stayed off the field. They were like, I want to see this shit. Ringside seat. Fuck it. There's so many, though, dude. Ndamukong Suh is on Tampa Bay. I still got love. He was so close with the Rams. Now he's so close. He is a dick.
That guy had a missed opportunity here. Like, I get it, you were mad you got drafted by like the worst team in the league, but like, dude, you're still like, at the end of the day, you're still an NFL player. I mean, he's just one of those guys. Like, Detroit loved him, and he turned on. Detroit will turn on you real quick if you turn your back on Detroit. He was vocal about not wanting to be here, and so was his sister. And yeah, fuck that guy. It's a shame he'll have to get a ring if Brady wins.
Well, he was so close with Jared Goff.
Is he going to choke again, like he did with Goff?
I don't know.
Now he's playing for Brady instead of against him.
Right, and he's got JPP, who already has a ring from the Giants. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, dude, this is...
High four, JPP.
Oh, I can't wait. I really can't. This is going to be...
Dude, it's going to be an awesome game.
Should be.
Watch. It's like the worst Super Bowl ever. It's like 3-0.
I know.
Mahomes and Brady both get injured on their first drives. It ends up being Chad Henne, and I don't even know who's the backup in Tampa Bay.
I don't either. Tampa Bay doesn't know who their backup is. They're like, we got Tom Brady, protect him at all costs.
I want to say Blaine Gabbert, but
it is Blaine Gabbert. I was kidding. I knew who his backup was. Yes, it's Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, it is. No shit.
Okay, Blaine.
In fact, he's still in the league is amazing.
He's from Kansas City, Missouri, by the way.
All right. So, anything else?
No, I could stay here and do this all day.
Right. And I feel we need to save some Tampa Bay talk for Rich, because he needs his moment.
It's like I told him, man. Just let it happen. I knew it was going to happen. I called it.
He even said, though, he was just one playoff win. This has got to be, like, for him, he's just got to be just rock hard. Like, oh, my God.
Like, yeah, I worry about his heart.
Well, we'll be back next week. We'll talk the big game. We'll talk about it all again. I'll let Rich have his moment. I'll let you guys give me shit for having to buy you alcohol. But hey, I did say the number said to pick the Chiefs, but I picked the Bills in like December. You got to ride it till it dies, right?
Yeah, I guess you do.
Yeah. So,
but it's just the irony of I told you it was coming to be a repeat. Nothing could stop Mahomes, and then I look over, and there's Tom Brady, and I'm like, oh shit!
It's like that meme, right? Where it's like, hey, it's a nice championship ring you got there. Just keeps getting closer. Be a shame if somebody came along. I'm just rooting for him because he's our age at this point. Like, go old guy.
He's up there in age, but he's not up there in age on the field.
No,
like Drew Brees showed his age.
He doesn't need his backup to come in to throw it down. I mean, that was what was happening with Phillip Rivers too. If they needed to bomb, Jacoby Brissett came in.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, man. That means, oh shit, I should have retired last season, is what that means.
That's what that means. But that's not how Brady plays. He will still throw it down the field.
Because he still got it, man. Like, there's no decline in his whatever. He's got a blood boy or whatever his diet is. Who the fuck knows? Like, whatever he's doing, young athletes, do it.
Keep on keeping on.
It's too late for us, but you guys still got a chance. You could be 127 like Tom Brady's going to be.
I'm saying TB12 like a motherfucker.
He said, I don't know if there's a deal with the devil, but whatever he fucking did. I mean, and I wouldn't doubt he comes back and plays another season. Why? There's no decline in his play.
If he wins the Super Bowl, for what would you come back? For what? For what? Everybody's like, he's so close to passing Drew Brees. So what? People have played their entire careers, amazing careers, and haven't reached the Super Bowl. He would have a record of 7-3 in the goddamn Super Bowl. Not in the playoffs, not in the season, in the game. The big show.
For what it's worth, he's on a 2-year contract.
Biggest spectacular ever. I know he is.
You think he's got to knock out that repeat? Or did he ever repeat? Or have they all been out of order?
Oh, no, he's repeated.
Okay. Or maybe he wants to set the bar real high at 8 and then be like, all right, motherfuckers, I'm out. It's going to take 50 years for someone to do this shit.
Dude, I think he'd be only the second quarterback to win a Super Bowl with a starting quarterback with two different teams. There's literally nothing for him to prove by coming back.
Prove that 44-year-old still got it is what he could do if he comes back.
Dude, come on, man.
No, I'm with you, dude. If you get lucky number 7, dude, call it a fucking day. Like, you know he's going to coach. I mean, he did the super team thing. He probably looked around the NFL and went, that team. He's got an eye for talent.
Right. Well, Bruce Arians said that he allows Tom Brady to do some coaching on the offense. I'm like, well, fucking duh.
Yeah, I'm sure when the coordinator calls in a play to Tom, it's merely a suggestion.
Hey, Tom, I was thinking we might run it this time, but if you see it, take it.
I'm sure that's how it goes. Quite honestly. Yeah, here's what we're thinking. He goes, all right.
Whereas on the other side of the football, when they call it into Mahomes, it's almost like a dare.
Yeah.
I dare you to get it to Cheetah by any means necessary.
He practices that no-look pass shit.
Dude, he does that underhand shuffle. He did it in the fucking game against the Bills to Kelsey. Kelsey runs down the back of the line. He shuffles it to him, and he just runs into the end zone. I'm like, this is backyard, schoolyard bullshit.
Yeah.
And it pisses you off, and you want to go get him, but then you're like, blitz him. Okay. But Cheetah's halfway down the field now. That was a bad idea.
I think he's only lost like a half a dozen games as a Chief.
In his career.
Yeah.
I think he's like 50 and, 15 seasons, 16 game seasons. So 3 years. I think somebody said it. It was like 53 and 4 or 6, something like that.
He's 44-9 as a starter.
Yeah.
That's regular and postseason.
That's fucked up.
Good God. He has an .862 winning percentage as a starter. He's a freak. Wait.
He is a freak of nature.
So hold on. One more before we go. We're going to look up, see Tom's. Why is this so hard to find? It wasn't that hard to find Mahomes. He's won 219 games, and I'm trying to find out the total.
Tom Brady's won 219 games.
But I think it's a start. Like I said, I'm looking for the same. So he is 262 and 80. So
get the fuck out of here.
He is 766 winning percentage as a starter. Mahomes is 862, but Tom Brady has played 342 games as a starter. That is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and won damn near 80% of the. That's fucked up.
Patrick Mahomes has only played 15% of the games that Tom Brady has played.
Yeah.
So, we did all that to tell you Sunday's going to be awesome. All right. Or not Sunday, 2 Sundays from now. Because it's right.
That's true.
This weekend's a Pro Bowl. Nobody cares. There's no game this year, right, anyway, right?
There's no game. There's no game, yeah.
So
what the hell are they going to do?
It's something that involves Zoom or some shit I saw. Yes. As big as a football fan I am, I do not care about the Pro Bowl. I've never cared about the Pro Bowl. If it was in, like, week 8, I would care about the Pro Bowl. But anyway, follow us on Twitter at Sporgy Podcast. Like us on Facebook. Please and thank you. You can email sporgy@christophermedia.net if you'd like to drop us a line. Go to ChristopherMedia.net, hit the Amazon banner. That helps us out. Doesn't cost you anything extra. Everybody wins. There's also a PayPal button where you can donate or subscribe. And where can you listen to us? Everywhere. Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Audible, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, and now YouTube. Yeah, we're everywhere. Everywhere where there's podcasts, we are there. We thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
London Stock Exchange Group is here to be your essential global markets infrastructure and data partner, where open isn't just a platform, but a philosophy, giving you the freedom to make your mark in the world. LSEG. Open makes more possible.
Hey, Cousin Sal here, bringing you an exclusive FanDuel Sportsbook offer for the big game. All new users are getting an exclusive 55-1 odds boost on either team to win the big game. Max bet $5. That means you could turn a $5 bet into $275 if your pick wins. Sign up today at FanDuel.com/Sal.
21 plus and present in New Jersey. New users only. Must wager on designated boost market. $10 first deposit required. Max bonus $275. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net. Here's 3 great reasons to get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G at T-Mobile. 1, it's free for both current and new customers when you trade in an eligible device. 2, T-Mobile's the leader in 5G coverage. So 3, you can unleash 5G speeds in more places with your new phone. Get the new Galaxy S21 free at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage.
Phone via 24 monthly bill credits post-tax. If you cancel credit, stop, and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit and consumer plan required. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey, Cousin Sal here, bringing you an exclusive FanDuel Sportsbook offer for the big game. All new users are getting an exclusive 55-1 odds boost on either team to win the big game. Max bet $5. That means you could turn a $5 bet into $275 if your pick wins. Sign up today at FanDuel.com/Sal.
21 plus and present in New Jersey. New users only. Must wager on designated boost market. $10 first deposit required. Max bonus $275. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.